Hi, I'm Robin Eaglesage. I'm a medical intuitive. That means I'm an energy reader and healer that mostly focuses on health and medical issues. I had a reading with a client that I thought was very interesting, so I thought I would share it with you today. And this client, yes, she signed a waiver, and no, I won't be using her name. I do protect the innocent. And anyway, she had severe muscle cramps in her legs, and she is beginning to not be able to use her hand. Her right hand is just becoming dysfunctional. So I looked at both of those areas clairvoyantly, and what I saw was when I was looking at her right leg, I saw a man in a wheelchair with a stump leg, and it was like that stump leg had become her leg. So the stump part went to her knee and to her hip. And I asked her if she knew of anyone in a wheelchair who had a stump leg. And interestingly enough, she said yes. Her good friend, who has now died, had exactly that. And so what I saw was that she was taking on his energy. And this is a common thing that we all do, is we take on other people's energy. And you may not think it's a big deal, but it actually is a really, really big deal. And it can lead to disease, discomfort, all kinds of maladies. And so when it's someone else's energy, in other words, not yours, your mother's, your father's, your brother's, your sister's, your cat, your dog, an alien, it doesn't matter who it is. If it's not yours, it's what I call foreign energy, and it will disrupt your energy, your pure vibration. And so inside our auric fields and our bodies, we need to have our own pure energy, whether we're masculine or feminine. And a good way to do that is to say your name to yourself, I am da 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 da, and breathe in your own energy. Anyway, back to her reading. When I went to look at her right hand, I saw other things in her left leg that were actually very different than the right leg, but I'm not going to get into that in this recording. But in her right hand, I saw one of those old-fashioned watches that look kind of gold or chrome or silver. They're small. I saw a hand superimposed over her hand with that watch, and I saw exactly what the hand looked like, and I knew instantly it was her mother's hand, her mother's energy in her hands. And so I asked her if her mom had a watch like that, and she said yes, she did. She is also deceased. And I saw that the energy was bright red in her hand. She goes, oh, that was my mom's favorite color. And so anyway, I started investigating, and that's so much of what I do is investigation. I'll see the colors and pictures, and then I have to say hello to them to investigate why are they there, why are they having a bad effect on this person, etc. So one of the things that I heard was revolt. And so I asked her what she thought this meant in relationship with her mother. Did she feel like she wanted to revolt when she was younger, etc.? And she said she absolutely did, that her mother had told her that she could not be an artist, and my client really wanted to be an artist when she was little, and her mom told her the regular spiel that if you're an artist, you can never make money, you can never survive. And the only thing you could do is, I forget what she said, something like become a secretary or a librarian or something like that. And so the long and the short of this is that she told me verbatim that she felt like a failure because she never did her life's dream, which was to become an artist. So failure energy is huge. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that. If you feel like a failure in your life, that's just really, really bad. It's really low energy, and that energy will make you sick. And so we talked all about how it's never too late for her to become an artist, and she talked about her subsequent jobs that she had, because she didn't become an artist, and that, like I said, she felt like a failure and they weren't really the greatest jobs for her. She just, they made ends meet. They, provided her with money, but never that inner satisfaction. So, never ceases to be extremely interesting giving an energy reading and healing. Every time I give one, it's like watching a movie. It's very personal, it's very in-depth, and gets to the exact core of what is causing the malady, because all physical maladies are caused by emotional maladies. So fear, stress, traumas. In her case, her trauma was that her mom said she couldn't become an artist. She believed it. She bought into that lie, and she lived her whole life based on that lie, and ended up feeling extremely dissatisfied. Now her mom's energy, like I said, was in her hands, so we cleared that out. We cleared out her friend's energy, who was in one of her legs, and did healing on the other leg as well. So all of these steps are processy. They have to be repeated again and again. Energy work is not a quick, simple fix, but it will get you to the core of the issue. And then you have to work on it daily, filling yourself with love and light, filling yourself with your own empowerment, because in the end, this is what we're looking for, is empowerment. How can we love ourselves? How can we feel empowered? What decisions have we made in our lives that have not made us feel empowered? And how can we change that? All right, hope you felt this was interesting too. I was blown away when she said that she had a friend who had a stub leg and was in a wheelchair. Such interesting stuff. I love my work as an energy reader and healer. It's always so interesting. And many blessings to all of you. Adios.